Good morning. It's Susie with Blue Lightning Healing Meditations. Thanks for joining me on the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, bell. I don't know what else. I'm still no. So I'm going to take a sip of coffee while you do that. Excuse me. Thank you. Groovy mug, yeah. I like decorating it. So blingy, blingy. Okay. So today is Thursday, so I get to, this is what I plan to do, is to talk to you about my thoughts on energy cords. What are they? How do they affect you? And what you can do about them. So first off, an energy cord is this channel of information or energy that flows between people. They can be useful and they can be draining. They can be sent consciously or unconsciously. They can span distances and time. So even with all of these video conferencing that people are doing, energy cords can still go out. Or it could be somebody you knew growing up. You've known for a bazillion years. There's probably an energy cord there too. Anyone can send an energy cord and anyone can receive it. And some cords are consensual, others are not. See, the prime example of a cord in the physical world is the umbilical cord between a mother and child. It's there in place to provide nutrition for the baby, and then the baby is born and the cord is cut. And then an energetic cord takes its place. You know, energy cords can kind of be like a friend request. Remember when you first got on social media and you went, oh, I can reconnect with all these people, and you send out a bazillion friend requests and they all got accepted, and then after looking at these folks, okay, so maybe I'm the only one who did that. I don't know. But so after a while you realize, you know, at least in my case, it was like, I wasn't crazy about that person in high school. Why did I send that friend request? That's a cord I could cut, unfriending them. And then others, I've found other things about them, but that's cool. But as your savviness about energy increases, you can choose who you connect with. It's a good life lesson. You can when you learn to tune into another person's energy, you can discern whether they resonate with you or not. That's part of your boundary setting process. It can be time consuming at the start, or if you're in a big group of people, but you know, with practice, it gets easier and significantly faster. So what's the purpose of energy cords? Well, talk about having a connection with somebody. This is one way to connect. An energy cord allows for a free exchange of energy or even information. Could be, you know, they're on a different spiritual level than you. So it's a quick way to exchange that information or past life information. Energy cords are frequently two-way streets, but not always. See, some folks send out cords that drain your energy. Some have ill intent. People who seem to eat up another person's power. They've been called energy vampires. They've been called energy vampires. I mean, they'll draw life force of others to themselves. I know it sounds like a movie, but there are those out there who do that. Maybe they don't have the confidence in their own abilities or worth. Maybe they're bullies. Maybe they just lack respect, or, you know, I hate to call them evil, but, you know, they can be mean. Others are needy. Maybe they just don't know any better. But not all cords have a negative impact. Some are from people who uplift you. Some are people who hold you dear. So so the benefits of cords cutting is that, say you're in a less than ideal relationship. When you cut cords, you release a lot of heavy emotions, a lot of energy that doesn't resonate with you. And you give yourself room to replace these harmful habits or behaviors with more positive ones. more habits that improve your self-worth. It clears blockages so you can see clearly. It allows you room to heal. And you find you have more opportunities to go clear and free of external influence. Cutting cords protects your energy from others. It also protects other people's energies from yours. So there are times when even positive energy can be too much. And that's why taking time in your day to cut cords can be very helpful. So like when I wake up in the morning, or during any number of times I wake up at night, I repeat a statement that I learned from Derek Condit of mysticalwares.net. And the statement is, if I have made any agreements in dream time which do not divinely align with my soul purpose, those agreements are null and void. You can say something similar about energy cords, something like, if I have sent out or received energy cords that do not align with my soul purpose, I reject them and they dissolve. Try it. See how it feels. Because I know when I make those statements, I just feel like, oh, okay. Like a layer has fallen away. So, a friend of mine and I had a chat about karmic cords. She's of the mind that if you have a karmic lesson to learn from someone, the cord should remain intact so that you're still connected karmically. I am still on the side of cutting cords. I mean, say you have a karmic lesson with someone. You could leave that cord in place until the lesson is done, but why? I mean, maybe that's the reason you cut the cord, because that's the lesson. Boundaries are karmic lessons, to be sure. But we still have free will. Free will to keep the cord, free will to cut the cord whenever we need to. I think that cords and how you deal with them are an integral part of establishing healthy and strong relationships. You see, I'm a mom and I have kids, and I have found that cutting cords with my family keeps me open to growth. Family members have a particular way of thinking, a particular way of believing that's not necessarily in alignment with me, or they are folks that I can't fix, if you will. Cutting those cords allows me to expand and grow in my own path. I mean, even with kids, my offspring are far more independent, and they're older than a lot of folks, and I'm learning to cut those cords so that they can grow, because those cords definitely come from me. You know, parents of toddlers, or especially at this time of self-isolation, you're with your family all the time. Try cutting the energetic cords there. It will give you, I think, clarity and a sense of release. And it will release a lot of negative emotions, a lot of the tension around this particular time. I don't know if you'll necessarily laugh when the kid goes after the white couch with a Sharpie, but maybe your response is different. The tension will be gone so that you can just look at it, sigh heavily, and get to it. Give it a shot. We'll talk about cutting cords in a few more minutes. But I also want to reiterate that just because you cut a cord with someone you know and love, it doesn't mean that you don't love them anymore. It just means that that energetic attachment is gone and you all can move freely. It allows you to have somebody to have independence from you. And in that part of the maturing process, especially what you need for spiritual growth. I mean, the Buddhists are proponents of detaching from everything in life. It's part of their quest for inner peace, spiritual evolution. That's the word. So, as I said before, some cords are draining, like energy vampires, or those who feed off of you and your light, and you get exhausted by these exchanges. Sometimes those are cords you got to cut time and again, and that person could continue to send cords out to you. Got to keep cutting them, because like a narcissist, when you start saying whatever, after a while, energy vampires will find someone else. You'll be released. Their cords can be like shackles, ropes that hold you back. Keep cutting the cords. I've got some cords I've got to deal with the volunteer opportunity. We all started with the highest and best intent, but they've grown really dependent on me. And I got to cut those cords. That's what I'll be doing. So as I see it energetically, to be able to move freely without cords holding you back, it does give you free will to choose where you go and how you get there. Energy cords can connect to anywhere in your body. So just take a moment, scan your body, and see if you feel any kind of twinge. You know, somebody may be feeling some pain in their lower back, or something at their heart center. So a good rule of thumb is that if you feel pain from the back, coming at you from the back, that's somebody else's energy. That's not yours. And then if you feel something on the front, like the big cord everybody's got coming from their heart center, that's you sending it out. You can cut them. It's kind of easy. Let me check my script. So how do you handle them? How do you deal with cords? Well, the first point of order is to become aware of the energy cords. So that's what that body scan was just about. And you can get more conscientious about which ones you send out or which ones you take on. Awareness, let's face it, that's the start of everything. An additional bonus is that once you identify the cords that have attached to you or you've sent out, you can discern what their purpose is, what's the wisdom from it. And then when you've got a lesson learned and integrated, the release is so much easier. You become aware of the number of energy cords you have attached to you, and you are able to cut them easier. Once you get them cut, shielding is useful to be able to deflect cords coming at you. So you can set up a shield with intention. I think I have a protection video somewhere in here, and if not, I definitely do on my Blue Lightning Healing Meditations podcasts on anchor.fm. So, once you cut energy cords, what do you do with them? You can have the cords return to the individual involved. You can redirect the raw ends to go up to divine or to go into Mother Earth, or you can just have the energy cords dissolve into the universe. It's your choice. Free will. And so I have uploaded, Monday I uploaded a video about cutting cords, and you can refer back to that. We can do a real quick run through here if you want, which I will anyway. So just take a moment to breathe and calm and ask to see the cords that are attached to you from the back. And you can see them, and you can squish them down and use a cutting motion on them, a physical cutting motion to let you know, to let your body know you're releasing these cords. And then you can either redirect the raw ends, or I'm becoming more enchanted with the idea of letting them dissolve. So I can see the energy cords coming from the back. Just breathing with the intention of having them dissolve. Okay, and I can feel my shoulders loosening. That's cool. And then you can ask to see the energy cords coming off from the front. Those are the energy cords that you're sending out. Again, compress them, chop them, redirect them, or dissolve them. I know for me, I can feel my chest lift some more because there's a heart cord that goes out. Yeah. Check back with the meditation I uploaded on Monday. See how it goes. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you'd like me to post something on. You know, whether it's a meditation or a comment or a meditation or a topic. I'm open. So, yeah, I think this is the one. I love you. Have a great day. Blessings. Until next time.